Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 12 of Let's Play Tyranny. So in the last part, we got our ass knocked out, so we're going to save the game quickly. There we go. So we need to rest, so we're going to do so. We've got some supplies, so we should have about 4 days to Kyros' Day of Swords. Still got 5, surprising. I kind of thought we'd have less, but let's go this way. There's always some good loot. Yeah, there is. See, I've missed some loot, actually. According to the game, there's the loot. Yes, I've missed a bunch of loot in this room, so let's go back and get it. And I think in the next part, once we get to the next section, we're going to talk to our companions pretty much all the time. If there's anything to talk about, like just as long as even if it's in passing, we will talk about it. But there we go. We can now march on. Now this is the formation I set up. It's where Barak leads with Verse and I in the middle, and Lantru right to the rear. Like, well away from combat. Hopefully well away from teams to die fucking a lot. I'm still pretty newbie when it comes to being able to do what I want. Okay, so Ebb and 5 characters. Let's at least get into the center. Peacebinder, you are the face of the enemy vanguard. Kyros works in mysterious ways indeed. I hope you aren't here to hammer out another truce. We're all out of talk, but we still have a little fight left for you. So this is saying this because this is when we were in Apex last, and we were the one who arranged peace. Before you stands Captain Tarakzari, de facto leader of the dwindling Vendrian Guard. Short, sunburned, and agitated even when standing still. Her body is compact sculpture of muscle and bone, and her face is short on symmetry thanks to the scars and dents of a dozen brushes with death. Though your lives will certainly end here in Ascension Hall, she chortles, pointing upward to the ceiling. It's a stone arch is somehow supporting the massive weight of the spire overhead. Consider yourself fortunate. Some of the finest rules of Apex have met death by duel in this hallowed hall. Truly, there are no finer place to settle an intractable feud. Sisters, brothers, Ari looks back to her cadre of soldiers with a solemn nod. It's been a privilege to lead and an honor to share in your final days. Taking a deep breath, she turns to you, waiting silently. And again, we are definitely... Athletics seems to be like our main skill at this point. We brandished our weapon menacingly. You had so many chances to surrender. I have orders to make this wow, my words are not working this morning. Excruciating and slow. You understand our resolve, Fatebinder. The captain looks to our soldiers for a reassuring glance, but is met with nervous eyes and shuffling of feet. A moment of silence is broken as one of the operatives dashes for the exit. Coward! Captain Ari stomps with her boot with rage. No matter, one soldier will make no difference. Sisters, brothers, she looks at the yep. Attack, and this ends now. Finally, an end to the back-breaking siege. Ready yourself, guardsmen. The dance approaches on a swifter feet than yours. First, draws her weapons and pointed at Ari. Let us finish it then. She turns to her soldiers, raising her sword aloft. Warriors of the Rendering Guard, scions of Apex, children of the Tears, let us repay Kyros' minions for the pain they've shown us. To battle! So Ebb is actually going to fight in this battle against us. I believed she was a companion, but oh well. No. Oh, fuck. Just let it activate. Do not do anything dumb. No, thank God it cancelled. Good.
Right? Good work.
Oh yeah, Barak, you leveled up. Good. Get some more strength. Let's increase the number of enemies you can engage, because that's kind of like what you're doing at the moment. You're engaging all our enemies to keep us alive. Get rid of him. I think I want to get rid of the mage, so I'm going to do that.
Will do. Right. On it.
I can hit from there, but I'd like to be closer.
Will do.
There we go. We've dazed the idiot. So hopefully we can kill him. The quicker we kill him, the the better for all of us.
Take that.
Let's sunder this idiot. There we go. We can sunder you now. I leveled up now. Athletics relies on those. One-handed combat again. I think strength is going to be my great saving grace. I do 6 to 10 now. Get Blade Wall allows an additional energy to be engaged one at a time and grants a bonus to damage dealt to its targets that are stunned or yeah, we do that a lot. So at the moment it looks like I'm going down defense and power. So I'm like a semi-comparable defender. I'm like a defender and an attack. Actually, you attack Ed first, please. Okay. Say she's a bitch who shouldn't be good burn. She gets down fire easily. So hopefully this should be fine. There we go. We do extra damage to people who are stunned, sundered or dazed, I think. There we go. You're bleeding. Yeah, get rid of her, please. She's down. Unfortunately, we don't kill her straight away, it seems. I feel sorry for this lone honor guard. Oh wait, no I don't. This is what you get for going against Kiros.
Bleed out, you little shit.
The death is well deserved. And yep, looks like we beat the Scarlet Chorus outside. Good. You worthless gnats. We may die, but others will follow our example, mark my words. The captain coughs our blood. You've bested their leadership. Most impressive. Remind me never to underestimate the skills of a Fatebinder. We could betray the... I will explore this in a later Let's Play. Because I intend to do Let's Play this a few more times as taking it a little more thoroughly. But yes, I might have a hand in the glory. This doesn't suit this character, but soon we'll do a chaotic type playthrough. But for now, we're lawful, so we'll honor this alliance of ours. It is the disfavored who should be honored. You've been with us from the start to finish in this long conquest. From the gate of judgment to this, our very moment of victory. Thank you, Alexander Hill, for all that you have given the Legion. The clatters of madness and of combat have finally ceased. Ascension Hall is, for a moment, tranquil. May pox take your children, Ari slumps to a crouch, her body trembling from injury and fatigue. Scarlet Chorus, gain main average favor, rendering guard, lose major favor, disfavored, gain average favor. With the words of defeat, the burning hum you've heard in your head for days on end tapers off into nothing. Your mind returns to a state of quiet you have not felt since before you proclaimed the edict upon Vendrian's wall. Oh well. I lay claim to Ascension Hall. Let us be free of this edict. You feel a tug in your chest as a warm energy begins to form around you. Before you know it, you feel you are lighter than air. Bitchin! And that is the edict cleared, I believe. Oh shit. I have no fucking clue what we did, but the Iron Marshal went with us. Bitchin! If you want to give me the land, I will happily accept it. You blink away the last luminescent trails in your field of vision. The masonry of Ascension's hill hall is replaced with a wide open space in every direction, save for the slab of ancient stone beneath your feet. High wind shove you, pushing you off balance. The air is cool and thin and satisfying to your lungs. Is this? Lantry looks out to the horizon, wide-eyed with excitement. Yes, this must be the mountain of the mountain spire. When was the last time? Lantry's eyes look down over the edge, dumbstruck by the vertical plunge. Lantry backs away from the edge. I may need to retch. This is certainly a change. The wind ruffles the feathers in her hair, and Verse quickly smooths them down. A damn cold change. She peers over the edge. You think I could land on my feet if I jumped? Not that I would matter for long. Kuros, be merciful. What now? Barak spins around on his feet, looking about, trying to take in as much as he can through the narrow visors of his helmet. Either way you look, mountains rise up along the distant horizon. The rivers and forests below bring to mind maps of Vendrian's Well, and he quickly traced the Matany, the Arinev, and all the numerous waterways of the region. Higher than you imagined it, this is indeed the pinnacle of the spire of Vendrian's Well. How did we get all the way up here? Ari strains to stand up, clutching her side. Another question. How in the name of Graven Ash do we get down? The Iron Marshal walks to the edge, trembling at a half-pace back as she peers downwards. The warriors below must be certain that the edict is ended. We should be down there, by their sides. Edict is gone, and I don't think we're dead. We could all feel the edict passing. No doubt the soldiers below are sensing it too, and the Archons as well. I hereby claim this plate. It is an extension of Tunon's court, and all combatants must leave. This is no longer strictly a military concern. We need to take a breath and sift through what just happened. You would lay claim to this plate for Tunon? That would actually be a strategic advantage of the disfavored. We can't spare the soldiers to garrison this place, yet we'd like to deny the chorus every foothold possible. The Iron Marshal nods, slowly at first, then with confidence. I will happily consult Graven Ash to support this claim. Send word to Graven Ash that we are successful. That was a worthy battle. Not since Stalwart have I seen such courage, such determination. Oh, but the siege needed you spans ago. Agreed. And I would be honored to deliver your auspicious message in person, but she points down over the edge. That's fucking brilliant. We hand her a note. The parchment will survive the impact. I had my reservations about getting involved with you, Fatebinder, but this puts them all to rest. I couldn't be more pleased to stand by your side right now. What? I raise up. You bloodthirsty fuck. I don't actually give a fuck if he gains fear of me. Take a dictation, please. If you so require it, I'll spare you the comment about wishing my work made an impact. A quill appears in one hand, parchment in the other, and Lantry writes in long, flowing hand, your declaration of control. Once done, he hands you the parchment with a stern look. This is barbaric. The Vendrian Guard have lost enough for one day. Tuck the note in Ares' gauntlet, push off the edge. Ebb gains very major fear. Disfavored gain wrath. And Scarlet Corinth gains favor. Can't I see you push her over? Oh, sweet, I can! No, please. Oh, no. Weakened from injury and fatigue, Abby struggles against your grip, but to no avail. You drag her, thrashing and buckling to the edge of the spire. You slide your note into her sleeve or gauntlet, and give the Oathbreaker a swift kick. For several seconds you hear screaming, eventually the sound fades, drowned out by the whipping winds. No doubt I'm the very definition of an enemy of the Overlord. I didn't just resist, I led others into resistance, so I know that what's about to happen. But I know when I've met my match, and like most folk, I'll do whatever it takes to live. If you'll show me mercy, I'll pledge my life to you, good Fatebinder. The Tidecaster bows on one knee, lowering her gaze. I know I'm an Oathbreaker, so my word isn't what it used to be, but I promise if you spare me, I will serve you well. My mercy has a price. What will stay your hand from if not my service? If it is wealth you desire, I have plenty stashed throughout the tiers. I can lead you to it. See, I want to kill her. No, fuck it. We've got Lantry. We don't need a mage. Fuck that. It ends here. With one clean stroke, you crush her skull and rid territories of the Tidecasters. Next playthrough, Web. One day we'll keep you. But for now, you get fucked. I was in no mood for you people. Vendrian's Well has fallen. For the second time since the conquest began, Curus's armies have taken the citadel from its defenders. With your help, the Vendrian Guard rebellion has been crushed. You claimed Ascension's Hall with your disfavored allies, satisfying the terms of Curse's baleful edict. You and the forces of Kyros are free from the Overlord's death sentence. With the threats of execution no longer looming overhead, the Overlord's armies turn their attention away from the Citadel towards each other. The tensions that flared over the long siege has reached an explosive crescendo, as the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus armies clashed iron and bronze in a hasty, disorganized battle. As his forces were cut down, the voices of Nerat and his officers escaped to the Stone Sea, leaving the conscript army to carry on their battle against the disfavored. In the aftermath, the disfavored broke camp and withdrew to their fortress in the Blade Glaive, there to regroup and prepare for the extended campaign against the Scarlet Chorus. Having taken vengeance well for yourself, Archon Graven Ash recognized your lawful claim to rule and occupy the spire. As days passed, the wounded and injured were nursed to health, you explored your strange bastion and planned your next steps with careful deliberation. As word spreads that the Scarlet Chorus and disfavored turned on each other, factions once resolved to bend to the knee are inspired instead to continue fighting. The Archon's feud has heralded the collapse of Kyros' offense. Tunon, the Archon of Justice, observes the chaos and discord spreading across the land. The Archon summons his Fatebinder to return to the court at Bastard City and reports to his actions to Vendrian as well. So, it looks like we're going to get to meet Tunon. Civil War. What a shame it descended into this. Archon Ash will want to meet you and discuss the next steps. Best that you regroup in the Iron Hearth. Gather your strength and regroup, but don't leave the Archon waiting. Send Ash my regard. The General has done much for me, and I wish he was here to see this. I'll join the Archon Iron Hearth after I speak with Tunon. That would be best. She shakes her head and looks out on the spire with fresh bewilderment. It's not that we're fighting 2 years. It's not enough that we're fighting 2 years now. And now we have to puzzle. Oh, fuck me! It's not enough that we're fighting 2 wars. Now we have to puzzle through. Now we have this to puzzle through. I don't envy your position. See you at Iron Hearth. Or Heath. Oh look, you figured out how to get down. Oh. The dissonant energy from the spire falters. Whatever wants to wear the powers that reside here glitters and fades. Though a faint hum persists in the sculpture at the center. That's odd. There was a portal here a moment ago, but it seems to have vanished. Calm down, I can fix this. The magic is odder than anything I've witnessed. I'd rather seek the Archon's guidance than fiddle with it. The humming from the curious sculpture pulses and builds in volume as it draws your attention. Well, I'm gonna go there. I'll go there eventually. I'm busy at the moment. So I gained some achievements then. I gained some quite cool looking named ones as well. So she's a dual wield, so she needs more this and that. So yeah, but I gained the achievement. This is Tyranny, which is basically when you kick a bitch off. So I was actually quite happy with that. Yeah, we got some shit done. The disfavored. Jesus Christ, we've got this stand tall, stand together. Pulse rate press 3 seconds, so it's pretty cool. And I want Favor of the Fatebinder. So I'm pretty sure Wrath is, and you can have both of these together. Wrath is just they're scared of you or something, but you also carry your favor. Like the Vengeance Guard, I have got their entire they are my bitches. Lantry, we have more fear. Yeah, we've got fear. Barrack, again, is more loyal to us. So was Verse. Ebb, she doesn't fucking matter anymore. The Graven Ash mostly favors us. And yes, the Voices of Nerat is complete wrath. Or wrath. We've got loads of equipment though, so... What's this? This is lightning, liberating hand. Well, that's more for you, isn't it? Yes, that is. Much better. You. This has less armor penetration, but it'll do. Ah, no, fuck, you can keep that. Verse. What is this like? I'm not gonna lie, looks shit in comparison to your other weapons. You know what, fuck it, we'll just keep the weapons we got for now. Oh, there is some loot. There's some loot on Ebb's body. We must loot Ebb. She would have wanted it. Then again, don't give a fuck what she wanted. But I want. I'm carrying too much. There we go. You're not carrying too much anymore. Damn it! I can't give him boobs. So these items are fucking worthless because they can only be equipped by Ebb, which means we're going to have to sell them.
Much.
It's a bit dumb, but well. Yeah, let's go activate this. On close inspection, a series of symbols carved around the base of the structure come into view. One symbol pulses with a blue-white glow. The pattern resembled the glowing lines seen on the floor of Ascension Hall, moments before you found yourself transported to above the clouds. As you stare at the symbol, the chill of the wind abates you in your chest, swells with warmth. The air finally feels welcoming your lungs sated at last. I'd be careful going any closer. This whole tower is humming with energies that we don't understand. And holds his quill posed above a sheet of parchment with anticipation. Now, I didn't say back away. Let us find out what it does. Just be cautious. You staked your claim on the tower and everything in it. Whatever that sculpture is, it belongs to you. I feel dizzy. Do you feel dizzy? Barrack massages the brown his helmet, causing a howl of grinding. Oh, fuck it, just touch it. I'm not the smartest son of a bitch in the world, so let's touch it. The stone is smooth and cool to the touch. Marbling patterns move with the curves and the sculpture, looking more akin to veins than imperfections of the rock. You can't find a single marking to suggest an artisan's tool. As you're about to draw your fingers away, you feel a sudden return pressure in your fingertips as the sculpture touches you back. The sculpture is once again still. There is a rush of warmth through your body, a jolt of enervation that steadies your balance. A barrage of tactile sensations flood your mind as you feel footsteps and wind, but not on your face or on your limbs. But not on your face or your limbs. A moment later, the flood of information begins to make sense. You are feeling the wind against the spire and even the weight of your own feet as the spire were a second spine. With this connection made, you feel that your awareness pulls from this place, not as a traveller, but as one glimpsing the world from impossibly far away. In this moment, there is nothing you cannot see, though you see it nearly all at once in the flood of sensation that is difficult to pass. You see the spire at the crossing of an ancient stone structure, two walls extending off into the distance. At the base of this eternal spire, settlers and merchants act in every way unconcerned, toiling under the observation of unforgiving taskmasters as the shadow of the spire falls over them. The mood changes. The settlers pause in shared unease and look up to the sky, toward you. Though you haven't seen it in person, you are certain this is a vision of Lethian's crossing, for nowhere else are the tearsmen brave or desperate enough to settle at the intersection of bane-ridden old walls. Near the settlement, built at the joining of the ancient walls, you see a branch in the massive masonry, a cleft into the forbidden, hidden realm within the odd walls. We'll drift closer to the spire. The spires feel similar to the one you are now occupying. Though instead of radiating arcane life, it seems it reeks of dust and crumbling stone. A branch, withering once pulled from its tree, it reaches for you with a barely perceptible tug. Drift into the old wall's entrance. Shadows envelop you, muttering all sounds and vision with slight delay. There is a feeling of preservation of wrongness. Whatever arcane power is allowing your senses to drift free of your body seems to falter in this place. Figures haunt the stone halls, drifting emanations of claw and fang. They pay you no heed, but you fear them all the same. In the depths of this forbidden place, the deepest chamber of it is bathed in light. An arcane symbol illuminates the floor. Through the details hurt your eyes when you focus. With a gentle tug, your focus pulls back to a new horizon, though it takes you a moment to recognize it as Vengean's wall. Well, you've returned to the awareness of your immediate surroundings. The effect leaves you unsteady on your feet. The link between you and the spire recedes. The arcane bond is still present, but the mystical energies for the moment are quiet. Your body flooded with excitement and fatigue. It's unclear whether the mystic connection is strengthening or siphoning. The tower offers nothing by the way of answers, and you know that the asking would only yield more silence and mystery. The dulge of sensation is over, but the position of the other spires are still lingering in your mind. From your vantage point atop the mountain spire, you can easily spot the mysterious structures, each of them raising above the distant surroundings. So basically, they wanted me to do that. Did you sense that? Lantry signs a long signal in the air, squinting at you as he works his cantrip. The ripples are everywhere. When you move, the magic of this place stirs and churns. The portal over there, those burning braziers are braziers. They all glow more intense as you approach. I think it's responding to your presence. Before we get ahead of ourselves, it's worth remembering that you could have ended Cyrus's edict. That's no small feat. Maybe your connection to this place is related. Either way, sounds like something for the arcane minded to investigate. Be sure to meet me after your audience with Tunon. We cannot let the Scarlet Chorus gain the hold in the tears. Together we will wipe them from the land. Come to me as soon as you can, Fatebinder. We have a lot of work to do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately that is the end of this part. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next part. See you guys then.